Oh my gosh. Okay. Ansel Adams is the most well-known photographer of the 20th century, and Yosemite National Park will be forever associated with his work. In an earlier video, I explained that one of the places that inspired Adams was Sierra Point, a vista that allows a singular view of 4 of the park's major waterfalls. Although the trail was wiped out by an avalanche some years ago, I managed to find and record the route, and you can see that video in a link in the description. Recently, a friend of mine and I took another off-trail adventure and managed to discover another historic Ansel Adams photographic location, Half Dome's diving board. Often confused with the Visor, the diving board is actually a steep granite outcropping on Half Dome's western shoulder that leans out over 3,500 feet above Yosemite Valley. On April 10, 1927, Ansel Adams set out with his girlfriend and 3 other friends along Yosemite's LeConte Gully to climb to the diving board in order to capture a photograph Adams had envisioned since his first visit to Yosemite as a young teenager a decade earlier. Climbing through snow in street shoes and carrying a 6.5 by 8.5 view camera with 12 glass plates and a large wooden tripod, the party reached the diving board and then waited 2 hours for the light to be just right. By the time it was, Ansel had only 2 photographic plates left. He took his first shot using a yellow filter, but then exchanged it for the second shot with a red one which he hoped would produce a more dramatic effect. Ansel released the shutter and launched himself into photographic fame with an almost shocking image of Yosemite's most well-known landmark. He titled the photo, Monolith, the face of Half Dome. All right, I'm here with my friend Michael. Where are we going today, Michael? Where do we hope to be going today?
Diving board. It took me a minute to think about it.
The diving board. Yeah, we had like 3 different plans today that we've finally settled. So we'll see how it goes. Probably not going to be filming until we get at least above Nevada Falls because I've got a million trip videos that start there. But why don't we go get past this boring, most popular trail in Yosemite so we can get to the real hike.
Let's do it.
Top of Vernal Falls. That bright one on top is Half Dome. Just a few people here today, but the mist trail was really nice. What you think, Michael?
Beautiful.
Are we done?
Yeah.
Can we go home?
Yeah, about 5 more miles.
Let's go see Emerald Pool. It's choppy today. Emerald Pool looking good. Broderick on the left, Liberty Cap on the right, and we're going to head up the Silver Apron to the bridge and then on to Nevada Falls. Nevada Falls is ripping.
The other challenging part of being
Whoa! Hey, and you're on camera. How you feeling right now?
fantastic.
Loose rock. Alright, it's 10:45. We're on top of Nevada Falls. We're not going to go over there because we are not moving as fast as we would like to be. It's been about 2 hours, 2.5 miles, but you know, it's all climbing right here. So we're going to snack up and keep moving. All right, so we have just entered, or we are just about to enter Little Yosemite Valley. So in about a mile, we're gonna be looking for a trail that branches off to the left, which we will not take. But then the next trail that branches off to the left supposedly heads up in the direction of the diving board. Here we go. This trail is gorgeous.
5 minutes of head on the rocks.
Yeah. You'd probably be unconscious by the time you got to the falls anyway. Skull split open. You know, the hikers would be just sitting there watching you float by. Idiot! We blasted through here and already passed the first trail. I didn't see it. Michael says he saw it. But we should be fairly quickly coming up on Snake Dyke Approach. From what I read, it's pretty easy to miss. So we're just gonna have to keep our eyes open. Come around the corner here and we should see it. Huh. Yeah, that must be it up there. All right, buddy.
Let's do it.
Let us do with it. I'm outside. I need 5 satellites at least. Why does everything have to be uphill out here? So this is a little crazy. You pretty much walk past Half Dome. We're like parallel with Subdome now. And now we're kind of backtracking. So this is the way down to the bottom of that slope, wherein lies the diving board. Michael, what's that up in front of us?
Liberty Cap.
Liberty Cap. Yeah, that looks approachable from this side. That looks doable, maybe.
You gotta want it.
Yeah, that's kind of a make it its own trip, I think. So are we on trail? I mean, we're trying to go that way, like right there.
There's a trail right there.
Yeah, let's take that. We'll check the GPS in a minute and see if it says we're on. Not the most maintained trail, so you do got to keep your eyes open. Probably just a foot traffic trail. Did we go off it? Oh, dude, bear.
Can I walk towards you?
Yeah. Let's just cruise back here. Give him some space. Yeah, it'd be better if we could find a way around. Sweet. We saw a bear. That's awesome. long as he doesn't kill us. Don't worry, I got my pocket knife, so. I do think that's the trail, actually. I think we were on it, and then we just saw this cool spot. Yeah. This might be the bear's trail. We'll let the bear have it. Wow, I can't even see him. I got no idea where that bear is. Like, how many bears did we walk by today, you know? Hey, bear. Hey, bear.
I don't think I'm supposed to run, but I don't want to be this close.
Yeah. Now, basically, you just want to kind of look down at their feet. Just be cool. Just back off slowly. Yeah, you don't want to run because it can trigger their hunting response, and then they're like, oh, your food, you know. But the bears in Yosemite are chill. I don't think anybody's ever been killed, and I'm sure there have been attacks, but I think it's mostly like, you know, they broke into my tent for my Snickers bar that I slept under my pillow, you know. Like, well, yeah. Did you not see the 800 signs about bears? So we are down here now, past that big giant rock, into this pretty little fern valley, little creek. And this is only like 10 minutes after the turnoff. We're making pretty good time now. Half Dome's up there. Oh, Karen. So I guess we go up there. Bam, bam, bam. Thanks for the Karens. Cairning is caring. I just made that up. Copyright 2021. Backcountry Pilgrim. Oh, so that's Mount Broderick. Whoa. Looks very cool from this side. Cool, I thought we were gonna have to climb up that rock, but you actually go right along the edge of it. Oh, check it out. This must be the lake. Looks like a meadow right now. I don't see a name for this on Gaia. I'll have to look it up. All right, so it's 11:45 and this is Lost Lake. Beautiful. Thought it was a meadow when we first saw it, but it's actually submerged. And there is the mighty Half Dome. And we are headed this way. Correct. What do you think, Michael? Yosemite scale.
I give it a flat B.
A B, okay.
Until we saw the bear, that jumped it up to a B plus.
B plus with the bear. Yeah, I mean, you know, we do have these amazing rocks and we're in this beautiful forest and the temperature is absolutely perfect and there's this wonderful breeze.
Cool breeze.
Perfect mix of sunlight and shade, and we do have Half Dome looming above us.
Only a lake.
It's been the same beautiful lake for what, like 90 seconds now? The scenery really has not changed much in the last 2 minutes, and I have yet to see a waterfall since the two giant ones that we hiked past 20 minutes ago. So come on, Yosemite, step it up. Yeah, for an unmarked trail, this is solid. There's only been a couple times that we kind of walked off it, and that was more because there was too many things that looked like a trail than that we lost it. It's funny, like 5 minutes ago that just looked like a wall. Now you're kind of starting to see the shape emerge. Dang, it's awesome. All right, so critical juncture here. The cairns seem to go up to Snake Dyke, which is a climbing route. But the waypoints that I have say to go straight, and there is something of a trail here. So it is almost noon. I'm gonna get a screenshot of this and we're gonna go this way. I'm going to be checking the GPS a lot more because I do want to check these waypoints. Because this is where we're going to get ourselves into trouble and end up so low that we can't climb back out, you know. I mean, I know we're going up there somewhere, so might as well be climbing. Just kind of following the edge of this seam here. Oh, wow. Nice. Where we're going is like at the top up there. Like it's over the top of that hill. So we want to bend right as much as possible without descending. Seeing plenty of little cairns down here. The trail just kind of skirts the bottom of Half Dome, really. Trying not to descend, so we don't want to go down and climb back out because the diving board is still above us. I mean, it seems like logically it would make sense to just kind of stay at the bottom of this giant granite. But it's not always easy. Grippy shoes are extremely helpful. Pretty much walking at like a 45-degree angle right now. Feels great on the ankles. Thank you, Vibram soles. So I think the cairns are going to be more trustworthy now because I think we're beyond the snake dike approach. So now these are almost certainly heading for the diving board. Man, these are some ankle busting climbers out here. Steep. Dang, there's some exposed, slippery stuff out here. Beautiful. Is that the trail? Or is this the trail? Yeah, without these cairns, I don't know. There's a lot of spots where it does not look like you should even be trying.
That's the way we're headed.
What's it look like up there? What? Okay. Man. Okay, it's a bit of a clencher right here. Yeah, have a look behind you. Are you going to be able to come down that? Okay. Look at that. Okay, so maybe this is the bushwhacking part, huh? Oh, Karen. Oh my gosh, this is hilarious. Oh, this is just wild.
Imagine clearing now. photography equipment up here?
Oh geez, I know Ansel Adams with his like 50-pound camera. I got one picture I can take.
Big duck GoPro, huh?
Right. I got this like 4-ounce GoPro on my backpack. This trail's hard. You're gonna wanna favor the left side. Just favor it a little. Karen. This is hilarious.
Made it.
Sweetness. So I guess up this.
Oh, look at that, Indian circle.
Hey! You know what? It's probably karma for me making fun of those guys. Well, yeah. Okay, Mr. Brave. Climb up this.
Well, don't be stupid.
That was fun. For real. Yeah, a rope would not be a bad idea. Yeah, I see it. That's good. So freaking tired. It's 1:20. We just climbed the bare part of the trail. This is brutal. One of the steepest trails I've ever been on. And it's just sand and dirt and pine needles. And it just goes and goes and goes. So far the waypoints and the cairns have been very trustworthy. You know, we've gotten off the official trail a few times, I'm sure, but we keep finding the cairns and they keep being about where those waypoints are. So if you download the KML, KMZ, whatever it is file that I have down below, drop that into Gaia or your mapping system, and it will pretty much get you there. I just try to make sure that the GPS arrow is somewhere in the red. I don't try to walk from waypoint to waypoint, because it's pretty obvious that the people who put it together dropped a lot of them. And you know, sometimes you get a little turned around, sometimes you find a different route. But in general, they seem to be keeping pace with the cairns, and that gives me confidence that we're gonna find this thing. So we're going a little bit away from the waypoints right now. They seem to take you straight exactly to the diving board, but this looks like a pretty attractive ridge up here. So we're gonna climb to the top of it. There's some pretty natural lines that look pretty good for hiking. And I mean, one way or the other, once we get on top, we should have a good idea where we are. Oh, I love decomposed granite. Feels so good under the feet. And when you fall on your bare knees, it is even more neat. I like it. I love it. I want more of it. Half Dome does not give up its beauty easily. There it is. Almost there. Look at this view of Nevada Fall. Awesome. All right, it is 1:37. I just did a screenshot and we are pretty far off of the waypoints, but as you will see if you come up here, it really doesn't matter. We're on the edge of this cool ridge. There's Michael up there. But the cool thing about coming this way is that instead of walking right up the diving board, we're going to be off to the left of it and be able to see it. If those trees were down, we'd be looking at it. Oh, Yosemite Falls. Beauty. Wow. That's big. Oh my gosh, man, look at that. The monolith. We are in its presence. North Dome. Look at that. Basket Dome. North Dome. Yosemite Falls. The Valley. Plane flying by. Oh yeah, El Cap. And then Glacier. You can see 4 Mile Trail down there. You can see our cars. Yeah, I would say to follow what we did instead of following the waypoint straight up, because this is just such a great view. What an approach. Whoa. Whoa, stay there for a sec. This is it, right? Holy moly. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. Oh wow. Dude. Dude, this is wild. The heights were getting to me. It wasn't actually looking over the edge. that was so bad, it was looking back down the diving board and just realizing that I've got these like incredibly slick shorts on, and that if my shoes let go, I was going to basically be on a several 100-foot slide. This is some incredibly steep rock, in case it isn't obvious from the video. And like many places, it is a lot safer going up than down. My plan is to come back down and just go along the bottom of the diving board. It will probably take a while, but I'm just tired of being high up on things that I can easily slide off of, so I'm just going to take the hard road and go around. See how much fun that is. Dang, dude, we went far. We went like all the way around all this. So we climbed that whole thing, and then look, there's the diving board. You can see it. I've never noticed that before. I don't think I even realized that was Half Dome. Yosemite does not disappoint. Whoa, what's it like down there, man?
Woo, dangerous.
All right, let's go.